From the state-of-the-art Pinheads Bowling Center, this is Pinheads Open. Local bowlers competing for cash prizes on TV. Now we take you to the beautiful Pinheads Bowling Center in Oak Hill, West Virginia.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Pinheads Open Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird along with Allison Ibarra, and we're coming to you from the Pinheads Family Fun Center in Oak Hill for tonight's matchup in bowling. And Allison, I notice we have 4 new bowlers making their premiere appearance here on Pinheads Open Bowling. That's exciting. And explain to our viewers a little bit about the format for the game tonight.
Sure, Bill. Our format this evening is 9-pin, no tap. So what that means, on your first ball, we've got 10 pins down there on the lane that you want to try to hit. However, for 9-pin, no tap, if you hit 9 of those pins on your first throw, that counts as a strike. So then it's the next person's turn. You know, that's usually one of the challenges that we hear about with bowling is you'll leave the 10 pin or just one specific pin. Tonight, that doesn't even matter. If you leave one pin, you don't have to hit it. You get a strike.
That sounds like wide open bowling and a lot of fun of excitement coming up here tonight on Pinheads Open Bowling. So again, we have our contestants standing by, so why don't we go ahead and introduce them at this time, Allison?
Absolutely. All right, well, first in line here, a newcomer to the show, we've got Jonathan Reese. Come on up, Jonathan. Good to see you. Welcome to the Pinheads Open.
Thank you.
All right, so is this your first time being on television?
No,
So do you feel nervous?
not at all.
Have you ever bowled on TV?
Yes.
Well, then you're an old hat to this game, right?
Still new.
Still new?
Yeah.
All right, well, what's the plan tonight? A bunch of 9 pins or a bunch of strikes?
Have fun.
Fair enough. All right, I'm glad you're here. Thanks, Jonathan. Okay, so next up from Covington, Virginia, we've got Roger Byer. Roger, it's a pleasure to meet you today. Great to see you up here. So how far did you drive to get here?
It's about an hour and a half.
What's your experience been like so far?
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been fun.
Well, good. Are you ready to bowl on TV and win some cash?
I'm going to try to.
Sounds good. Thank you for being here. All right, so next up we've got Mike Jackson. Hey, good to see you, Mike. So how'd you hear about the Pinheads Open?
My brother-in-law, Tim, told me about it. He was on Facebook.
Yeah, so speaking of your brother-in-law, Tim, you've got another family member bowling here tonight too, huh?
Yeah, my father-in-law, Roger, that was just here.
So we've got you guys from Lewisburg and Covington kind of taking us by storm this evening. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see how that translates out on the lanes. Thank you for being here. All right, next up, local hero and legend, raft guide and bus driver, Chris Ferron. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, Chris.
Thank you.
How do you feel? You excited?
Oh, yeah. First time doing this, so.
All right, so what's your goal tonight? Go for 9 pins, go for strikes?
Go for strikes, always strike.
Fair enough. Thank you very much, Chris. All right, and now Tim Byer here. This is our top qualifier. He's got no handicap in a handicapped event. How do you feel going into this?
Just feel pretty confident going into this. I have bowled many tournaments, handicap tournaments, so feel pretty confident.
So the fact that everybody else, you've got a spot on most of the entire field points, you don't feel intimidated by that, huh?
No, I do not.
Well, somebody with your level of experience, which we'll talk about later, I'm not too surprised. Very excited to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. A very well-run tournament.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the finals.
Okay, there you have it. 5 brand new bowlers to our Pinhead Open Bowling here at Pinhead's Family Fun Center in Oak Hill. Should be a great night coming up here at the Pinhead's Family Fun Center. Again, that concludes our introduction. We'll be right back to bowling, so stay tuned, stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. C. Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros Preferred Credit Card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at cadamtonytires.com.
At Jackson Meat Shop, Webster Road in the Nicholas Plaza at Summersville, we have a large selection of all kinds of different fresh meats, with a butcher on staff for all your cooking needs. Our meats are federal and state inspected. Plus, we slice and vacuum seal our products on location for quality. You can savor our flavor with our house smoker, making summer sausage, bologna, ribs, chicken, Italian sausage, and kielbasa, leaving a taste that is out of this. Visit our old-fashioned candy store, guaranteed to please the entire family. Jackson Meat Shop in the Nicholas Plaza, Webster Road, Summersville. Call us at 304-872-0209.
Welcome to Alloy FCU. Hi, how may I help you?
Hi, I'm Deanna Valentine, and kids are our future. At Alloy Federal Credit Union, we offer accounts for even our smallest members so they can help save for the future, like a trip to Disney World or college.
And as a mom, this is my daughter, Kendi Marie.
And I have accounts at Alloy Federal Credit Union.
Alloy Federal Credit Union believes in our children's future. Love Alloy Federal Credit Union!
Alloy Federal Credit Union, bridging the gap to all of Fayette County.
Hi, I'm Robert.
And I'm Marcella. Welcome to Stained Glass and More in Dove's Outlet, 521 Hinkle Road, Fayetteville, West Virginia.
Hi, here at Stained Glass and More, we can build you a custom door, custom windows for your residence, for a church. We do lampshades, anything to do with leaded glass.
Here at Stained Glass and More, we have home decor to fit all your decorating needs. We have homemade grapevine wreaths that we decorate ourselves, and we have custom jewelry that we design.
Stained Glass and More, located in Dove's Outlet Village, Fayetteville, West Virginia, 521 Hinkle Road.
Call us 304-574-1999.
The main issue we have in West Virginia is the lack of leadership, and we're not going to get that from the career politicians. We have real challenges that require real leadership. I'm Tom Willis. I'm running for U.S. Senate because it's about time we put West Virginia first.
At Morris Greenhouses in Oak Hill, not only are 90% of our plants grown from seeds, but 100% are locally grown in our great state of West Virginia, which means fresh and healthier plants for you. We have over 200 varieties of vegetable and herb plants, including over 70 heirlooms. We have large assortments of beautiful, healthy flowers, including over 75 varieties of perennials. Stop by today, located behind Rite Aid in Oak Hill. Morris Greenhouses. Come shop with Mom and Pop.
Tyree Funeral Home of Oak Hill and Mount Hope is happy to help provide television coverage of local high school sports. Tyree Funeral Home has proudly served our community since 1915. Families place their trust in our staff, knowing we are dedicated to excellence in service. Joe Tyree, third-generation owner of Tyree Funeral Home, was honored to provide the same level of professional care to the family of singer Hank Williams following his untimely death in 1953. Staffed 24 hours a day, we provide at-need as well as pre-need funeral services. From the traditional to immediate cremation, we are here to meet your need. Call 304-469-3351. Joseph P. Tyree, licensee in charge.
As a businessman, Don Blankenship created tens of thousands of jobs. As your senator, Don will work with President Trump to put America first. Don supports building the wall and ending sanctuary cities. Don supports Donald Trump's trade deals so we can make things in America again. Don supports building new roads in West Virginia, not roads in Iraq. Both Dons know a thing or two about creating jobs. Vote for Republican Don Blankenship.
I'm Don Blankenship, candidate for U.S. Senate. I approve this message.
Springtime is finally here, and Casto's Greenhouse is ready to meet all of your home and gardening needs. Whether you're looking for bedding plants for flower gardens, hanging baskets and planters, or a wide selection of vegetable plants, Casto's Greenhouse on Summerley Road in Oak Hill has a wide selection to meet your every need. With over 16,000 square feet of growing space in our 8 greenhouses, everything at Casto's Greenhouse is grown on our local property. With Mother's Day just around the corner, we are ready to please that special person with a beautiful gift that is sure to bring her joy. Conveniently located on Summerley Road off US Route 19 in Oak Hill. Casto's Greenhouse, a wide variety of high-quality local plants to meet your every gardening need.
Welcome back to Pinheads Open Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird along with Allison Ibarra, and we're set for our competition here tonight with our bowlers, first 4 bowlers up first. I believe the first up is Roger Byers, so I think it's time to start bowling.
All right, we'll get them going. And again, folks, tonight our format is 9-pin no-tap, which means in this first ball, if they hit 9 pins, it counts as hitting a strike, and they don't have to even try to hit the spare.
Wow, and Roger starts things out strong with a good solid strike there.
All right, now this is on lane 11, Jonathan Reese.
Wow.
Nice ball again there by Jonathan.
I tell you, good-looking ball there.
So far, you can't tell it's a no-tap tournament, huh?
You know, they just taking that 9-pin right out of the equation here.
All right, so next up we've got Chris Ferron here on lane 12. Chris is from Oak Hill.
Oh, all right. But I think he still has a sleeper there, Allison.
Yeah, so Chris has, he's got 2 pins to hit. He's got what they call a sleeper. There's the number 8 pin behind the 2 pin, but he's got a decent fan or crowd base here in the back. They could not see that sleeper. It's the hidden bowling pin. That's why he had such a loud cheer, even though he had 2 left.
Oh, tough break.
All right, so Chris starts out with an open. Now, this is handicapped also. So as far as our handicaps are concerned, Chris, who was just bowling, has 20 pins. Mike, who's bowling now, this is Mike Jackson up for his first ball on lane 11. He's got 31 pins. Roger has 9 and Jonathan 0. So those handicaps will certainly come into play also.
Absolutely, and a 9-pin
9 pins for Mike. That counts as a strike.
And again, Michael Jackson coming to us from Covington, Virginia. Wife Missy Jackson.
She's here this evening. Oh, there we go. Now it's officially a no-tap tournament.
Absolutely. You know, Allison, it's good to see bowlers come from outside the immediate area, and again, coming over from Lewisburg and Covington. That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So our friends from Covington, another strike there for Roger. That's 2 in a row for him. Our friends from Covington will be able to watch the show streaming on WZTS.TV as soon as it's up, and also channel 130 for them. It's been one of the more exciting parts of the show is having such a large crowd base now, or an audience for the show. We've got bowlers from further out of the area who traveled, an hour and a half, 2 hours to be here today. And Mike Jackson hits 9 pins. Another strike.
You know, Allison, we have a battle underway here early on.
This is Chris Ferron now in his second frame. Oh, that is the curse of 9-pin no-tap, because all you got to do is hit 9 of them. So what we'll always see in a no-tap tournament, it seems, is that we have a tendency as bowlers, since we know that we've got to hit the head pin to get 9 of them to fall, instead of going for that perfect pocket shot for a strike, we tend to focus too much on that head pin, which can leave some nasty splits. And Chris, you just used up all your handicaps, so as long as he's got nothing but strikes from here on out, he's definitely still in it. All right, and this is Roger Byer up in the third frame now on lane 12. He's got 2 strikes in a row. His third frame, hit 7, he left 3 of them there. So he's got to make his spare. Jonathan Reese now has 2 strikes in a row, and this is his 3rd frame.
Wow.
I don't think Jonathan meant to do that.
Leaving the 6-9-10.
All right, Roger's spare conversion. Nice ball. And Jonathan's got those 3 pins on the right for his spare, and a good ball there also.
You bet. So again, Allison, just to recap our scores here early, we're starting into the 3rd frame, and pretty even match here.
Yep, right now, because of the handicap, it's pretty even. With the lead at the moment is going to be Mike Jackson, who's bowling right now on lane 11. He's got 2 strikes. He's bowling in the 3rd now. But with the 31 pins handicap, it looks right now like folks' goal is going to be to catch Mike. And what we've seen is, especially in the no-tap tournament, you know, a few consecutive strikes, and anybody's back in the game. There's one for Chris.
No doubt about that one, as Chris just absolutely blew those up.
You got it. Good spare. All right, so Jonathan Reese so far has went strike, strike, and then spare in the 3rd. He's bowling in the 4th frame now. Wow. Good ball there. So Jonathan doesn't have any handicap pins. He lived in Virginia Beach for a couple of years, just moved back. He's got his wife and 2 daughters here. And he is working, 3 to pick up there, at Seminole Coal Corporation now.
I tell you, a real challenge in that split right now, Allison. Tough cover there.
It's a good try. And you know what we've seen, Bill, when it comes to spares like that, it's kind of like pool, where the angle that the ball hits the pin to knock that pin into the other pin is everything. Absolutely. So there's so much strategy in shots like that. If we had Charlie Tony here, he'd be able to tell us all about it.
That's right.
But he's off bowling professionally right now.
He is, and I guess he's going to be gone perhaps through next week. But Charlie definitely on the road, which kind of puts me in the position of trying to be a commentator this evening.
All right, that's a strike.
That
Chris must be paying his league dues on time, because there's no way those should have fell.
Either that or he's got a little Irish in him, maybe.
Well, that open there by Mike in the 4th frame is going to start to even this contest out a little bit more. So Jonathan now bowling in the 5th frame.
There's that 9-pin strike there.
That's why this game is so fun.
It is.
I wish they made like 6-pin no tap. Maybe then I would have a chance at a 300. There's another strike.
Absolutely.
All right, so to recap where we are standing-wise as of the completion of the 4th frame, Jonathan Reese is 67. He has no handicap pins. Mike Jackson with handicap is at 105. He has a 74 scratch. Rogers at 73 scratch, 82 with handicap. And Chris Ferran is bowling on a few strikes, so I can't tell exactly what he has right now, but he's going to be right in the hunt also. And Mike throwing that strike just now in the 5th frame. He's still definitely our leader at this point.
Wow.
Good ball there.
I tell you, Chris, a little rocky start, 2 open frames, but I tell you, 3 strikes in a row will get you right back into any contest.
Roger now on lane 11. Strike. This game was made for you, Roger. Good ball. There's that 10 pin that you don't have to hit. And Jonathan walks away happy. That's 3 strikes in a row for him. So through the 6th frame, Jonathan's got, 5 strikes now. But no handicap, so he had a little bit of catching up to do. However, with 5 strikes out of 6 frame, he's going a long way towards catching up. Hit the head pin. It's another one of those shots like what we were talking about earlier. It's really easy in no tap to get too comfortable with the fact that you only have to hit 9 pins, and sometimes we go right through the nose. And also the oil pattern that they're bowling on tonight, Bill, is different. This is the High Street oil pattern. The other one that we'd been bowling on more regularly had been Scott Street. And we've gotten to where we've got such a base of contestants coming from other places now that we're actually able to modify the oil patterns, post what the oil patterns are going to be so that folks know what kind of bowling equipment that they should be bringing based on the volume of oil on our lanes.
I would sit here and pretend like I know what oil patterns are, but I'll pass on that. Take your word for it. Wow.
That's a strike. And I have the aroma of somebody blown out birthday candles, I believe it is, I can smell right now. We have Caden in the bowling alley, just turned 10 this evening. So big happy birthday to Caden.
That's great.
Who just blew out his birthday candles, it smells like.
And there's always something going on here at Pinheads Family Fun Center. You ought to come on out and give it a try, folks. A lot of fun down here.
I tell you, we're really excited going into this summer. We started construction on the privacy fence for the new patio area in the back. The custom cornhole boards are ready to go. The rock wall is slowly but surely coming along in the back. It's only 12 feet high. It's something for kids to play on, but we're really excited. It's going to be a really fun summer.
That's neat.
Plenty of bowling tournaments coming our way also. All right, so this is Mike in the 7th frame. Hit 7 pins, so he's got 3 left.
This takes a little bit of precision to get this one. I guess you have to split the seam just right.
Oh, and I thought from this angle, I thought he had it. It's good try, Mike. All right, so Chris now up on lane 12. This is in the 7th frame. He's got 3 pins left to hit. All right, so at the moment, because of all of Jonathan's strikes, plus handicap, all of Roger's strikes, Chris's handicap, every bowler is still in this contest right now. But Chris is going to have to strike out, I'd say, from this point to be able to keep up with the field.
You bet. It looks like a tough battle right to the end, that's for sure.
Roger bowls at R&P Lanes in Covington is his home. And also worth noting with our bowlers here, a couple of our bowlers here bowl in non-sanctioned leagues, which we are more than happy, more than welcoming to our bowlers who don't bowl in an official USBC sanctioned league. There are many bowling leagues that centers will run throughout West Virginia and throughout the United States that are not official sanctioned leagues that report to the higher United States Bowling Congress. However, it's very fair lane conditions, just like what you would have in a regular bowling league, and we welcome non-sanctioned bowlers with a non-sanctioned bowling average to come compete in the Pinheads Open.
You bet. And Chris up a little pressure to perform right now, and
left it out there. Of course, Chris right now is really in a transitional time, too. He's a bus driver for the Fayette County School System, and he's also a river guide for River Expedition in the summer. So I see that sunburn on the back of his neck from this angle, and I can't help but wonder if he's been guiding trips down the New River this weekend.
I'd say they're training, that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess with the unseasonably cooler weather we've had, makes for more training weekends on the river. Not as many people going down. All right, this is Mike on lane 12, his left 3.
And again, I notice from Mike's sheet, he began bowling 32 years of age, which I guess is a little bit late to start, but has a high game of 258 and a high series of 620. So he's made up for lost time, but he enjoys fishing and hunting and being with friends and family. So glad to have him with us tonight.
All right, good spare there. So Roger now in the 9th frame, bowling on lane 12. Let's see, he's got.
Ooh, wow.
All right, well, with that split, we can see a score for Roger now that we couldn't see before. He'd strung along several strikes. As of the 7th frame, he was at 160 pins. Plus he's got his 9 pins handicap, then a strike in the 8th frame, and now bowling his second ball in the 9th frame. Oh, and he gave it a run. Good try.
Nice try there.
All right, Mike bowling on lane 11 now. And I've got to say, he's got a unique step. Watch as Mike throws. Watch his first move. It's almost a dance move.
It is.
And it got the job done. Good ball. That's 9 of them. All right, this is Chris Ferron's first ball in the 9th frame. And 1 is all he needs.
Good looking ball there.
All right, so as far as our scores are concerned, Jonathan Reese in the 8th frame, he's got no handicap, was at 195, has a strike in the 9th frame, and now is up in the 10th. He and Roger are starting to pull away from folks right now. That is an important strike. So going into the 9th frame, going into the 10th frame, Jonathan's got a 12-pin lead, so if he's able to strike out, I believe he can seal the deal for this first round today. And for this tournament, we had several qualifiers. We had a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday open qualifying, and our top 5 are who you're seeing bowling now.
Wow, and there's that 9-pin coming into play there. So.
Now, Jonathan started bowling when he was 7. He's bowled a 300, and his high series is 807.
So again, Allison, Jonathan, no open frames in this game. Pretty impressive performance
yeah, you're right.
here.
He's the only bowler with no open frames, and that doesn't count because it was in the 10th. So he finishes up with a 253. Roger's going to be the only person, I believe, at this point that's got a chance of catching him. And doing the math, he's not going to be able to. That's going to make Jonathan our winner of this first game.
And again, our top qualifier standing in the wings, waiting to get into action here as we finish things out here in our opening round.
Yeah, it's been great to see bowlers come. We had bowlers from Beckley, Lewisburg, Covington for this one today. It's been great to see bowlers come out from so many different places.
Certainly is.
All right, so with that open frame, that Roger finished with 197 scratch. That's 206 with his handicap.
So Mike leaves the 136 here.
Tell you, it still makes me chuckle every time I see that C. Adam Tony Tire Pros rake or name go down on that rake. We just got back from a family vacation. So before the vacation, because it was a 12-hour road trip, of course you got to stop by C. Adam, get your oil changed, get tires checked, brake checks, everything before you take the kids on a family expedition. Then you come back and we'll see what the wear and tear was like on the minivan. A lot of great folks there. Really, we certainly appreciate Charlie and the folks at C. Adam Tony Tire Pros for sponsoring the Pinheads Open, and appreciate the work that they do, sponsoring sports teams, little league teams, also in our area. Really great business. A lot of great people there do a really good job. They know what they're doing for sure.
No doubt, and very active in the community, and as you say, really sports-minded. That's for sure. So Chris finishing things up here tonight, and
all right, well, not bad for his television debut either.
No doubt about it. And again, Chris closes things out with a...
He's got one more ball to go with that spare.
Okay, you're exactly right. Lays that
Doesn't
one
look
out
too
a
happy
little
with
bit.
that one.
And that's going to do it as Chris finishes up with a 186 here. So that's going to mean that Jonathan is going to advance into the finals here against our top qualifier, Tim Byer, who has been warming up on one of those lanes. So again, congratulations to Jonathan Reese, our winner here in the preliminary round, who will advance to take on Tim Byer. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break for our sponsors and be right back to a bowling tip with Adam Tony. So stay with us, everybody.
At Morris Greenhouses in Oak Hill, not only are 90% of our plants grown from seeds, but 100% are locally grown in our great state of West Virginia, which means fresh and healthier plants for you. We have over 200 varieties of vegetable and herb plants, including over 70 heirlooms. We have large assortments of beautiful, healthy flowers, including over 75 varieties of perennials. Stop by today, located behind Rite Aid in Oak Hill. Morris Greenhouses. Come shop with Mom and Pop.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. C. Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros preferred credit card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at cadamtonytires.com.
At Jackson Meat Shop, Webster Road and the Nicholas Plaza at Summersville, we have a large selection of all kinds of different fresh meats, with a butcher on staff for all your cooking needs. Our meats are federal and state inspected. Plus, we slice and vacuum seal our products on location for quality. You can savor our flavor with our house smoker, making summer sausage, bologna, ribs, chicken, Italian sausage, and kielbasa, leaving a taste that is out of this world. Visit our old-fashioned candy store, guaranteed to please the entire family. Jackson Meat Shop in the Nicholas Plaza, Webster Road, Summersville. Call us at 304-872-0209.
Welcome to Alloy FCU. Hi, how may I help?
Hi, I'm Deanna Valentine, and kids are our future. At Alloy Federal Credit Union, we offer accounts for even our smallest members so they can help save for the future, like a trip to Disney World or college.
And as a mom, this is my daughter, Kendi Marie.
And I have accounts at Alloy Federal Credit Union.
Alloy Federal Credit Union believes in our children's future. Love Alloy Federal Credit Union!
Alloy Federal Credit Union, bridging the gap to all of Fayette County.
Hi, I'm Robert.
And I'm Marcella. Welcome to Stained Glass and More in Dove's Outlet, 521 Hinkle Road, Fayetteville, West Virginia.
Hi, here at Stained Glass and More, we can build you a custom door, custom windows for your residence, for church. We do lampshades, anything to do with leaded glass.
Here at Stained Glass and More, we have home decor to fit all your decorating needs. We have homemade grapevine wreaths that we decorate ourselves, and we have custom jewelry that we design.
Stained Glass and More, located in Dove's Outlet Village, Fayetteville, West Virginia, 521 Hinkle Road.
Call us 304-574-1999.
Tyree Funeral Home of Oak Hill and Mount Hope is happy to help provide television coverage of local high school sports. Tyree Funeral Home has proudly served our community since 1915. Families place their trust in our staff, knowing we are dedicated to excellence in service. Joe Tyree, third-generation owner of Tyree Funeral Home, was honored to provide the same level of professional care to the family of singer Hank Williams following his untimely death in 1953. Staffed 24 hours a day, we provide at-need as well as pre-need funeral services. From the traditional to immediate cremation, we are here to meet your need. Call 304-469-3351. Joseph P. Tyree, licensee in charge.
As a businessman, Don Blankenship created tens of thousands of jobs. As your senator, Don will work with President Trump to put America first. Don supports building the wall and ending sanctuary cities. Don supports Donald Trump's trade deals so we can make things in America again. Don supports building new roads in West Virginia, not roads in Iraq. Both Dons know a thing or two about creating jobs. Vote for Republican Don Blankenship.
I'm Don Blankenship, candidate for U.S. Senate. I approve this message.
Springtime is finally here, and Casto's Greenhouse is ready to meet all of your home and gardening needs. Whether you're looking for bedding plants for flower gardens, hanging baskets and planters, or a wide selection of vegetable plants, Casto's Greenhouse on Summerlee Road in Oak Hill has a wide selection to meet your every need. With over 16,000 square feet of growing space in our 8 greenhouses, everything at Casto's Greenhouse is grown on our local property. With Mother's Day just around the corner, we are ready to please that special person with a beautiful gift that is sure to bring her joy. Conveniently located on Summerlee Road off US Route 19 in Oak Hill. Casto's Greenhouse, a wide variety of high-quality local plants to meet your every gardening need.
And tonight here at Leisure Lanes in Beckley, we're just delighted to have Jason Connor with us. Jason being one of the top bowlers in West Virginia, he's had much success bowling. Somebody said you had something like around the 230 average.
Yes, sir. About 234.
Fantastic. How much?
234.
I don't want to cheat you. I want to give you another 4 pins, then.
Yes, sir.
234. That is fantastic. Well, you'll be easy to work with, and the bowlers at home, they're all getting excited about this spot bowling and learning to use the arrows. Tonight we had one of the bowlers here told me until he saw the lessons on TV, he didn't know what the arrows was for. He just threw at the pins. He started bowling at the arrows now, and they told me he's been in this bowling center over here for 3 weeks, bowled every day. His name is Pinheads, so that's a tribute to the learning to hit your mark, learning to use the arrows.
Plus, it'll make it more fun. It makes it more fun when you're bowling better.
Thank you. All right, Jason's going to, tonight, we're going to move over on the left side of the lane on this 3-board theory, and we'll start out with the 7-pin, the 4-pin, and the 2-pin, or the 2-4-7. That combination is left a lot on light hits and what have you. So Jason is ready. He's going to start out with the 7-pin, is that right? Good, let's take a look here. Very good, very good. All right, the 4-pin's not there, and I know you have no trouble throwing for the 4-pin. Can you shoot that 4-pin spot for us? Very good. Now let's see you hug that 1-pin a little bit. Get over and hug that 1-pin a little bit. Let's see that 2-pin shot.
Yes, sir.
And you're going to move 3 boards again for me?
Yes, sir, I am.
3 boards for each pin.
We'll stand on 26.
Great. That'll make that 2-pin every time.
Yes, sir.
Well, Jason, it's been a pleasure working with you here this evening.
Thank you for your advice.
And we'll look forward to seeing you back here, which I'm sure you will be, and we'll have some happy days ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks again. That finishes our lesson here this evening with Jason. And now, Bill, back to you.
Well, thank you for that weekly bowling tip there, Adam, Tony. And Allison, we're all set for our championship matchup here. Again, Tim Byer, Jonathan Reese, ready to go at it. They're all warmed up, so let's start bowling.
All right, here we go. And again, this 9-pin no-tap event does have handicap. However, neither of these bowlers qualified for a handicap. Tim's average is 222, so because his average game is so high, he didn't qualify. And Jonathan, where he just moved back into town, has yet to have 21 games in a league to be able to establish an official average for a handicap. So we're bowling scratch with these two.
You know, that's kind of fun in and of itself, so looking forward to this matchup.
And as much as we stink at the math on the scores, I think that's a good thing for us too, Bill.
You bet. Okay, and again.
All right, so Jonathan starts out with a spare on the first frame. Tim Byer now, his first time in the Pinheads Open, qualified as top seed. This is his first frame now on lane 11. Starts out with a strike.
He sure does. So
9-pin no-tap strike. It all counts the same.
Wow.
Nice ball there.
You bet. And again, Tim up next, and he brought some folks with him, Allison. Summer, his wife is in attendance. He certainly loves bowling with his family. We've got Roger Byer, his dad, brother-in-law Mike Jackson, mother and sister in attendance also here tonight. So bowling is truly a family activity.
Nice ball there. Jonathan's found his shot. All right, so we are 3 frames for each bowler into it now. Or I'm sorry, we've got 2 frames for Tim, have been 2 strikes. He's in his 3rd frame now here on lane 11. Jonathan has went spare and then strike. So by the numbers right now, Tim has a 10-point advantage. And depending on the outcome of this throw, that might have just evened itself out. Oh.
Ooh.
I heard Jonathan's comment there on his shot on lane 12. He said he felt like he dropped the ball. Good spare pick up there for Tim on the 3rd frame. Tough split to hit there. So that's Jonathan is open now in the fourth frame. That puts him at 76 in the fourth. Tim bowling in the fourth frame now. Nice ball there. All right, so that was a strike by Tim in the fourth, followed by a strike by Jonathan in the fifth.
Now, listen, I see Tim is no stranger to 300 games, 11 300 games, 2 unsanctioned for a total of 13 300 games. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, in fact, he's bowled a 300 in 6 different states.
That's exactly right. So,
and I've had speeding tickets in 6 different states. I don't know if that's an accomplishment, but to have 300s in 6 different states, that's incredible. Although speeding tickets I thought was a little bit impressive also, but I'm not proud of that. You should not speed. I don't now that I have children in the car with me.
There you go. There you go.
All right, so Jonathan had an open. However, after his open in the fourth, he came back with 2 strikes back-to-back. Tim had a spare in the fifth frame. He's bowling in the sixth now. So at the moment, Tim has a 10-pin advantage over Jonathan. And again, as soon as we say 10-pin advantage, you know, with 2 pins left over by Tim, that makes that go away.
Change quickly.
Especially with that commanding ball there by Jonathan, especially on lane 11. It looks like he knows exactly what he's doing.
Ooh. So Tim goes open.
So we are neck and neck at the moment. And I really appreciate also, Bill, watching our 2 bowlers. You know, they're both, Jonathan's been bowling since he was 7. Tim started when he was 8. They bowl, their form, you know, their approach to bowling, the way they throw the ball is completely different. But they've both bowled 300 games. You know, they're both very, very skilled bowlers. And, you know, I just really appreciate that in the time that they've bowled, they've got completely different, they figured out completely different ways to knock them all down, but they definitely get it done.
You bet. And, you know, I guess if you bowl long enough, you cultivate your own style, and sometimes there's no need correcting what's worked for you in the past.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, as a golf pro, or I was a golf instructor, what we find is it's the components that matter. You know, it's everybody would swing the golf club differently, but as long as the components of the swing match, they could get the ball to go straight. And it seems like in bowling, we see a lot of the same things. You know, if somebody has a 4-step approach, for example, their release point would be different from somebody who has a 5-step approach or a 3-step approach. But it's just getting those components to match consistently that seems to deliver the best results, and especially the ability, like we were talking about the oil patterns earlier, the ability to read the oil pattern on the lane and adjust accordingly is absolutely key.
You bet.
So Jonathan's got a baby split here to convert. Oh, and he left it out there. All right, so in the 9th frame, Jonathan has 192 pins, and this is Tim bowling now in the 9th. Solid ball there.
3 strokes in a row for Tim.
All right, so in the 10th now, Jonathan was at 192. And I'll be back to you in just a second with the math on what Tim's score is. Too bad this isn't baseball. We don't have somebody sitting up in the high bench with an earpiece feeding us information.
That's exactly right. A little mathematics involved
but
in
you know,
that
it's something we
equation.
could always work on for next season.
You got that right.
We'll just put a skybox in here.
Okay. Jonathan finishing things up here.
All right, that counts as a strike, so that'll give him 20 pins in the 10th frame. That gets him to 212.
So Tim is 115 through 6 frames, but three strikes in a row going into the 10th. So we'll let the machine do the math here in a second.
And 9 pins counts as a strike.
So 4 strikes in a row.
So I believe we're at 205 at the moment. So essentially, as long as in these next 2 balls, Tim is able to hit 7 pins, he will be our champion.
And I'd say that's a pretty high probability there. Pow!
That was 7.
Wow.
Nice ball there.
So Tim finishing incredibly strong with 5 strokes in a row, going for 6.
Tim bowls at Greenbrier Bowling Center in Lewisburg, and also at RMP Lanes in Covington, which those houses are synthetic lanes where we've got the wood. And with that final ball, that officially makes Tim Beyer our champion this evening with a 233. Close match there. It's a great way to end the show, huh?
Absolutely. And again, Jonathan Reiths with a 212, but Tim Beyer with a 233, finishing strong here to capture the championship of this matchup here tonight at the Pinheads Open Bowling here in Oak Hill. We're going to go ahead and take a break for our sponsors and be right back for our presentation, so stay with us, everybody.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. See Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros preferred credit card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at cadamtonytires.com.
At Jackson Meat Shop, Webster Road and the Nicholas Plaza at Summersville, we have a large selection of all kinds of different fresh meats, with a butcher on staff for all your cooking needs. Our meats are federal and state inspected. Plus, we slice and vacuum seal our products on location for quality. You can savor our flavor with our house smoker, making summer sausage, bologna, ribs, chicken, Italian sausage, and kielbasa, leaving a taste that is out of this world. Visit our old-fashioned candy store, guaranteed to please the entire family. Jackson Meat Shop in the Nicholas Plaza, Webster Road, Summersville. Call us at 304-872-0209.
Welcome to Alloy FCU. Hi, how may I help you?
Hi, I'm Deanna Valentine, and kids are our future. At Alloy Federal Credit Union, we offer accounts for even our smallest members, so they can help save for the future, like a trip to Disney World or college.
And as a mom, this is my daughter, Kendi Marie.
And I have accounts at Alloy Federal Credit Union.
Alloy Federal Credit Union believes in our children's future. Love Alloy Federal Credit Union!
Alloy Federal Credit Union, bridging the gap to all of Fayette County.
Hi, I'm Robert.
And I'm Marcella. Welcome to Stained Glass and More in Dove's Outlet, 521 Hinkle Road, Fayetteville, West Virginia.
Hi, here at Stained Glass and More, we can build you a custom door, custom windows for your residence, for a church. We do lampshades, anything to do with leaded glass.
Here at Stained Glass and More, we have home decor to fit all your decorating needs. We have homemade grapevine wreaths that we decorate ourselves, and we have custom jewelry that we design.
Stained Glass and More, located in Dove's Outlet Village, Fayetteville, West Virginia, 521 Hinkle Road.
Call us 304-574-1999.
The main issue we have in West Virginia is the lack of leadership, and we're not going to get that from the career politicians. We have real challenges that require real leadership. I'm Tom Willis. I'm running for U.S. Senate because it's about time we put West Virginia first.
Tyree Funeral Home of Oak Hill and Mount Hope is happy to help provide television coverage of local high school sports. Tyree Funeral Home has proudly served our community since 1915. Families place their trust in our staff, knowing we are dedicated to excellence in service. Joe Tyree, third-generation owner of Tyree Funeral Home, was honored to provide the same level of professional care to the family of singer Hank Williams following his untimely death in 1953. Staffed 24 hours a day, we provide at-need as well as pre-need funeral services. From the traditional to immediate cremation, we are here to meet your need. Call 304-469-3351. Joseph P. Tyree, licensee in charge.
As a businessman, Don Blankenship created tens of thousands of jobs. As your senator, Don will work with President Trump to put America first. Don supports building the wall and ending sanctuary cities. Don supports Donald Trump's trade deals so we can make things in America again. Don supports building new roads in West Virginia, not roads in Iraq. Both Dons know a thing or two about creating jobs. Vote for Republican Don Blankenship.
I'm Don Blankenship, candidate for U.S. Senate. I approve this message.
Springtime is finally here, and Casto's Greenhouse is ready to meet all of your home and gardening needs. Whether you're looking for bedding plants for flower gardens, hanging baskets and planters, or a wide selection of vegetable plants, Casto's Greenhouse on Summerlee Road in Oak Hill has a wide selection to meet your every need. With over 16,000 square feet of growing space in our 8 greenhouses, everything at Casto's Greenhouse is grown on our local property. With Mother's Day just around the corner, we are ready to please that special person with a beautiful gift that is sure to bring her joy. Conveniently located on Summerlee Road off US Route 19 in Oak Hill. Casto's Greenhouse, a wide variety of high-quality local plants to meet your every gardening need.
Welcome back to Pinheads Open Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros. And we're at that portion of our program, presentation of prizes. And Allison, great matchups tonight. Good stiff competition, but again, great performances by all bowlers here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. You know, we always have a different format. It's always a lot of fun. This evening we had new competitors on the show, and plenty of opportunities for other folks. Every week you can check it out on our Facebook page. We've got all kinds of opportunities for other folks to come qualify for the different shows, be on TV, and win some cash.
Okay, and speaking of which, our contestants are standing by, so let's bring them on out.
All right, here we go. So we had a tie for 4th place, Chris Ferron and Mike Jackson. If you guys could come up, congratulations. And, of course, if you make it to the show on Sunday evening, then that means you cash. So cash and cash.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. All right, now our 3rd place finisher, Roger Byer, this evening. Roger, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for being here with your family. We really appreciate you guys coming.
We'll come back again.
All right, thanks again. All righty, so 2nd place, Jonathan Reese. Jonathan, from the body language, I kind of feel like you might not be as pleased with your finish tonight as you wanted to be.
Nope. Not first place.
Fair enough. We got something else to work for then.
Better next week, right?
All righty. Thank you very much, Jonathan. And first time on the show, our top qualifier and our champion, Mr. Tim Byer.
Thank you.
There you are. Tim, thank you very much. So After the show, how do you feel? I know you bowl in Lewisburg and in Covington. Now, those are synthetic houses, correct?
Greenbrier is synthetic, but RMP Lanes there in Covington is actually Guardian and Wood House. So it's a combination of Guardian and Wood there and synthetic in Lewisburg.
Wow, so you're pretty well, you're like a well-oiled machine when it comes to bowling. Any condition, any state, any place, you got it handled.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So it sounds like we might have a high man on the totem pole now.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back to well-run tournament, and I really enjoy it.
Thank you very much, Tim. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, and again, congratulations to Tim Byer. A great performance here tonight at Pinheads Open Bowling. We'd like to thank you for tuning us in each week for Pinheads Open Bowling. On behalf of Allison Ibarra, I'm Bill Laird saying have a good week and goodbye, everybody.